Hello. Welcome. How you guys doing? Today's video is gonna be the end of September's tier list. It's very early, 24th of September, recording this video, but we already have all the character released, so there's nothing gonna come out until Jingliu drops in like 2 weeks from now. So might as well make the tier list for the end of the month because I was just looking for content to do. I'm like, tier list, so let's do it. So yeah, I've been doing this for every month. You can check out all the tier lists on my channel. They're all gonna vary. Every tier list is different. It just depends on what I use and what I experience every month. This month especially, we have the swarm disaster, so a lot of things has changed. So yeah, if you are in for daily content, might as well check the channel, leave a like and subscribe before we start the video. And yeah. Let's start with our boy Arlen, who hasn't left the tier list from the D list or trash list, so he's still there. Poor boy. Next one is Asta. I listened from the last tier list. I didn't use her, but I've seen people use her. So my opinion of her is better now. Like, I can judge her better, so I'm gonna put her in A. She's really good as a support character. Bailu, now we have what? Lynx, we have Natasha, we have Bailu, we have Locha. We have 4 healers in the game. And I think Bailu falls below Lynx. Might be wrong because of the revive, but as far as I can see, I think I'm also gonna put Bailu in A. Yeah, gonna put her in A. I feel like I'm gonna put her in A. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna put her in A. Put her in A. A is fine. Next is Blade, and bro, I like with the swarm disaster. Blade is my guy to go for always. I love using Blade, even though he doesn't have weakness against the swarm, but his damage is really good. The counter is also amazing too. So, and on top of that, he's the lowest character that's required to use a skill point. So I'm gonna put Blade in S for now until I see where I put the other character. Next is Bronya, and my god, she's the best. She's the best standard character. If you don't have her and you are going for the selector, you need to get her. She's really good. She's the best support that you can go for. Next is Clara, and I've seen a lot of people use Clara for solo runs, which I appreciate. But I tried her myself, and I didn't really feel that I really want to use her. Or build her, so I'm gonna put her in B. Next is Dan Hong, the wind one, and all these single target characters started to kind of fall off because of the swarm disaster, but I think we might have another content in the future that will rely on single DPS, or maybe single target characters gonna be shining in this content. So for now, most of the single target guys gonna fall off by a lot. Next is Japard, and bro, Japard got a huge boost with the swarm disaster. He's really good right now. He always has been. It's just that I didn't feel like I need to use preservation back in the day. Now you need preservation if you want to beat the swarm disaster easy. Next is Herta, still in D, trash. Himiko, I'm gonna put her B, just because I think she got better with Kafka. You can also use her in the swarm disaster. She's not bad. Hook, fortunately not the greatest. Jing Yuan, I'm gonna put him in A. He's probably my lowest rated limited character. I really hope we have a good Herta light cone that would drop in the you know, the Herta light cone shop, the 5-star. I really hope the edition would be buffing this guy because he really needed a huge buff. Next is Kafka. Yeah, next is Kafka, and Kafka for me, I'll put her in the same tier as Blade, but I want to put her a bit higher because I tried Nihility with Kafka only. Like, I didn't use a mono Nihility team. No, I just went with her only, Bronya and like Locha and Dan Hong. She carries even with low talent level. She's amazing. I'm gonna put her high S for now. I can put her higher, but I feel like S for now is good until I see how the tier list gonna look like at the end. And next one is Locha, and of course, Locha is amazing. I put him in SS. March 7th, she's really good too. I can put her in A with the Swarm Disaster Preservation. With her is really good. She can be, she's high B, she's between B and A, but I'm gonna put her in A, especially if you have her E6. Most of the 4 stars here I'm judging as E6. March 7 also can heal, so that's really good too. Next one is Natasha, and my god, she fell off hard for me. I never use Natasha again after I got Lynx. And if I have Bailu, I'll never use Natasha ever in my life. So yeah, unfortunately she did fall off. She now goes into B. For me, of course. If you don't have any of these guys, if you don't have Bailu, if you don't have Lynx, I guess of course you're gonna rely. I always relied on Natasha, so that's not gonna change. Pila, I will put Pila also in A. Really good defense, debuff and all that stuff that she do. I'll always like a character that's like Silver Wolf when it comes to lowering the enemy's defense, resistance and stuff like that. I would love to have that on my team. And next is the Demon King, a character that I had bad judgment from the previous tier list that I did before, QQ. And I'm gonna put her also in S. She's really good as E6, even at E4, she's amazing. She can do on par the same damage that Den Hong himself can do. She's just amazing. And this is only E4 or E6, so if you have her below that, she would be probably in C. That's the difference. So yeah, I'm gonna put her in S, potentially SS if I can, but she's that good. Next one is Sampo, and I'm gonna put Sampo in B. I don't like running Sampo a lot, it's just not my thing. For running the Nihility, I'll just take Kafka. Kafka by herself I think is fine. Overkill taking Sampo and Luca, but for me just not that interested in running him. Seeley, unfortunately the Swarm Disaster is not in favor of single target characters, especially that she also uses a lot of skill points. It's only for single target, so she kind of fell off. Even QQ now is E6, I would say she's better than Seeley because she provides more damage than Seeley does. And this is not only as a tier list for like the entire game, this is for the current month. This is what I make it for. It's like, this is the September tier list. So this is what I'm experiencing in September about the game. Maybe next month we have a different content that would put Seeley here. It's just, it depends on the month. Serval, I'm gonna put her probably in C, B. I'm gonna put her in C. No, not really interested that much to run Silverwolf. Silverwolf, of course, amazing. I put her in SS. Always good to run her. Sushang, put her in A, I would say. Pretty good. Even though she's single target, she still puts a lot of damage that you can do. Actually, single target and physical. Should put her in, it's between B and A. I'm gonna put her in A because she's waifu. I know someone is gonna comment like, how can you put her in A just because she's a waifu? It's my tier list. It's just my opinion. Just chill. Ting Young. Ting Young also is really good, especially when you have her E6 as well. I'm gonna put her in S. Very good support. Always good to have her on the Memory of Chaos second team if you're running Bronya on the first team. So yeah. Trailblazer, I think that's the physical. Yeah, that's the physical, probably. I'm gonna put it in D. If that's a fire, I can put it in B. Trailblazer kind of fell off as well. Welt, I'm gonna put Welt in S. I don't care. People don't know how to use Welt. That's not my problem. Welt is the GOAT. You can use him in Swarm Disaster. He can always lower the enemy's speed. He's amazing. I love Welt. Next is Yang Sheng. I'm gonna put him in B. Not the greatest in my opinion. I don't really like running him, even though I have him. I really gave him good gear. He probably has my best gear, and he's still underperforming. So yeah. Push Wang, who I just recently pulled, one of the, I would say, most summonable character on par of Locha. Locha is higher a bit. She's like Locha, Silverwolf, Fushwang. are one of these characters that you at least need to have 2 of them on your account when you're building for limited characters. Jingli, who don't have her yet, I would put her in SS, of course, you guys know. Wukong or Yukong, what is this Wukong? What? What is wrong with me? I'll put her in A, potentially in S as well if you have her E6. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put her in S. I like using her, especially that in Simulated Universe. Sorry, yeah, Swarm Disaster. I would take 2 DPS usually with me, so she's amazing if you manage the speed of she going first, buff your next 2 DPS online. Next is Luca, and I like Luca more than Sampu. I'll put him in A. He's really good, especially if you also have dupes on him. I'm gonna put Lynx before Dan Hong. I'll put Lynx also in S. There's a lot of characters in S, but I think they deserve to be in S. They're really that good. Lynx is really good too. The cleanse and all that stuff, she's just good. And the healing that she can output, it's like a mini Lasha on your team, so that I always appreciate. Last but not least is the man who broke the game, the Dragon Boy. Dan Hong is gonna go to Triple S. He's just that good. His damage is insane. I just like running him. He's just that good. He's he's the first character that I had to go for Light Cone because I wanted to have a perfect DPS on my team that can always carry. Also, his attacks looks amazing. Him and Fu Shuang actually are really good in terms of design, and the animations looks just perfect. I think they're the best for the patch. Like, that's the best patch animation we got. Like, better than Kafka, better than, in my opinion, of course. But yeah, that's it for my own tier list for September. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. Stay safe and bye.